You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you haven't yet, I don't know why you would, give this video a thumbs up. Like this video if you want the Giants to beat the Vikings. Everyone has to do their part. In today's show, I just wanted to talk about Giants Vikings this Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now I'm going to give you some concerns. I think the Giants are going to win. I got them winning 30-27, but I do have some concerns for the Giants matching up against this Vikings team that they lost to back in Week 16 thanks to a 61-yard field goal. We'll get to all those things up in a second, but first, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Look, this is unacceptable right now. Vikings Today, our channel run by producer Seeps, has more subscribers picked up this week than our Giants channel. Not a fan whatsoever. I don't only want to beat them on the football field. I want to beat them in the subscriber race. We're less than 20 behind. So if you haven't yet, hit that big red button. Sub for Giants Dubs. If you don't sub, it's going to be your fault. The game is this Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, the Vikings enter as 3-point favorites. The Giants enter as dogs. The total over-under is 48.5 points. Like I said, I got the Giants winning 30-27. If you want to drop your score predictions in the comments section, I would love to hear from the real ones. Let's start, though, right at the top where I think the most important things are. My biggest concern is Justin Jefferson and TJ Hockenson. The last time TJ Hockenson and Justin Jefferson played against the New York Football Giants, they tore them apart. Hockenson had like 10 grabs, 2 touchdowns. I think Jefferson had like 85 yards to 100 and also had a touchdown. You got to slow down Justin Jefferson. You got to slow down TJ Hockenson. And it's going to help maybe if Adoree Jackson is back. Charlotte Carroll, who covers the New York Football Giants, tweeted this out earlier today, said she was talking to Xavier McKinney and said Xavier McKinney seemed confident Adoree Jackson would be back for the Vikings rematch when asked about his own presence. Well, we got Adoree back too, so that's going to be big for us as a defense. I saw that and I was like, all right, Adoree Jackson's playing, no doubts about it. We're going to have 22 back. We didn't have him last time. We're going to get Xavier McKinney back. We didn't have him last time. But then Jordan Renan tweeted out literally 10 minutes later. He said he asked Adoree Jackson would he play, and he said, I'm not sure. Then he finished off the tweet of whether I'll play. He needs to pass tests for coaches, makes sure there are no setbacks, and key seems to be whether he can make it through a full game. Safety Xavier McKinney was much more optimistic. I'd be surprised if Jackson doesn't play. So you get a little bit of conflicting reports right there. Xavier McKinney said Adoree Jackson's going to play, and Adoree Jackson literally said, I'm not sure. Not having him would be huge because the last time the Giants played the Vikings, Fabian Morrow had to be the number one corner. And on 9 targets, he gave up 7 receptions, 84 yards, and a touchdown. I like Fabian Morrow. He's not a number one corner. Justin Pinnock of Talkin' Giants, another great YouTube channel. He's a great follow on Twitter. Give him a follow. He tweeted out this yesterday. Adoree Jackson had a really impressive year considering he was the Giants cornerback 1. He allowed the lowest completion rate in his career, second lowest average depth of target, second lowest QB rating when targeted. Please be back for Sunday. Justin, I'm right there with you. I think the most important player on the field this weekend for the Giants is Adoree Jackson because when you look at the Minnesota Vikings and all the pass catchers that they have, you got to find a way to slow these guys down. We know Justin Jefferson is having one of, if not the best season for a wide receiver in the history of the National Football League. 128 grabs. He has like 180 targets, almost 2,000 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns. Adam Thielen, he's not what he used to be. Still a really good receiver, though. KJ Osborne is also a guy that you can't sleep on. And TJ Hockenson, he had 10 receptions, 100-plus yards, and 2 touchdowns against the Giants. You got to slow these guys down if you legitimately want to have a shot to beat Minnesota. And it's going to come down to this group right here. If Adoree Jackson plays, I feel really, really good. I feel really, really confident. If he doesn't play, I'm worried. I really, really am. I like Fabian Morrow. He's not locking down Justin Jefferson. Darnay Holmes, getting him back will be key back in the slot. We've seen some impressive stuff from Nick McLeod and Cordell Flott and Rodarius Williams, but none of those guys are the players that Adoree Jackson has. And when it comes down to slowing TJ Hockenson down, it's going to come down to your safeties. You get Xavier McKinney back this week. He didn't play in Week 16. I think you're going to see McKinney on a guy like Hockenson a lot. I also expect Julian Love to be matched up with TJ Hockenson. I think we'll see some Dane Belt and Jason Pinnock and Tony Jefferson. I think we'll also see a little bit of Landon Collins guarding Hockenson. We saw that in Week 16. He had a big pass breakup on him on third down. Comes down to your DBs. If they can slow down this Vikings offense, the Giants are going to be in a good spot. Let's get it going, though. Let's put the good vibes out into the universe. If you want Adoree Jackson to play, go ahead right now and type 22 in the comment section. That is the jersey number for Adoree Jackson. Let's get the good vibes going. The more 22s, it's scientifically proven. If you get more 22s, Adoree Jackson's going to play. I don't know that to be true, but I heard that from the head of YouTube Analytics, which is my mother. She told me that. So type 22 in the comment section if you want Adoree Jackson to play. I think the matchup of the day outside of Hockenson and Justin Jefferson is Evan Neal versus Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter, a couple of years ago, was a top 5 pass rusher in the National Football League. Then he was, I would say, a little bit disappointing for about a year and a half, but he's turned it up this year. He absolutely destroyed the New York Football Giants back when they played in Week 16. He had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 9 QB pressures, 4 QB hits. He had a forced fumble. The guy has 10.5 sacks on the season. Evan Neal, you got to step up. You're not a rookie anymore. Your rookie season's over. It's the playoffs. You were picked inside the top 10 to be a dominant outside tackle in the National Football League. It's time for you to protect Daniel Jones. Keep Danielle Hunter off of Daniel Jones. I don't want to see 9 QB pressures from Danielle Hunter this weekend. Evan Neal, he's struggled this year. He's allowed 7 sacks, 39 QB pressures. He's missed a couple of games. Evan Neal, we need you to play your best football. I expect Ben Bredeson and Nick Gates to continue to rotate at that left guard spot. I'm cool with Andrew Thomas. I think he's going to win his matchup, but it comes down to that right side. Can Evan Neal find a way to slow down Danielle Hunter on Sunday? That's something I'm definitely going to be looking for this afternoon on Sunday. We're going to get to more concerns I have for the Giants, but first, get hooked up with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Just make sure you use the promo code chat125 when you sign up so you can get a 125% deposit bonus when you put $100 into your account at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. They're going to give you a free $125. I laid $200,000 on the Giants money line versus the Minnesota Vikings. If I win, I'm going to be rich, and you guys are going to be rich. Do the same. Bet Giants money line. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Another concern I have is that the Giants may fall in love with the pass. The Vikings have the 31st ranked pass defense in the NFL, and I don't want to see the Giants just think that they can win this game by passing the ball. You got to feed Saquon Barkley. And his limited action, he had just 14 carries against the Minnesota Vikings, and he did well. He averaged 6 yards per carry. He had that long touchdown run in the fourth quarter to put the Giants down 2. Daniel Jones threw the 2-point conversion to tie. I need Saquon Barkley to have 20 total touches. I liked how they used him in the pass game. He had 8 receptions for 49 yards, but I need them to feed Saquon Barkley the ball because while Minnesota may have a bad pass defense, they don't really have a good run defense at all. They don't have a good defense at all. They have 2 good edge rushers, and that's really about it. The Vikings' rush defense is ranked 20th in the NFL. They give up 123 yards per game on the ground. You got to feed Saquon Barkley. He is the fuel to this offense. Let him loose. He's never played in the playoffs before. He's going to have the juice. Let Saquon get loose. I want to see him going down the sideline, holding up that peace sign as Patrick Peterson tries to catch him. Because I'm going to tell you, he ain't. Get Saquon Barkley the ball. I need 20-plus carries for Saquon Barkley. So I want everyone right now to predict it for me in the comment section. 20 carries for Saquon Barkley this Sunday. Type O for over, type U for under. I think if it's under, that means that the Giants are playing from behind, and I don't like them when they're playing from behind. I think if it's over, that means the Giants have battled. It's been a back-and-forth game, but they've had success running the ball, and they might just close out the game with the run game. What do you say? O for over, U for under on 20 carries for Saquon Barkley. My last concern, this is probably the smallest concern I have, but I think it is something still to talk about. Dalvin Cook. He may not be having one of his best years in the NFL, but like Barkley, Cook can change the game with just one touch. How many times have we seen Dalvin Cook just get loose and pop off a 60, 70-yard run? You can't have that happen. That's a game changer. Also, Alexander Mattison is a solid RB too. These guys are people you don't want to mess around with. I also want to look at the Giants' run defense on first down because Seeps can even say it. We've watched a lot of Giants games together. It's so often it's 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 because the Giants allowed 5+ yards on the first down to a run, and they're playing behind the sticks. The Giants' rush defense this year gives up 144 yards per game, which is 27th in the NFL. That's why I'm a little concerned about Dalvin Cook just popping off and kind of getting hot and finding a way to break off big run after big run, pick up those tough yards. I know that Seeps isn't a big fan of Dalvin Cook, but the dude is electric. Like, you get him out in the open field, he's just like Saquon Barkley. He can go to the house and change the momentum of the game with just one carry. Got to stop Dalvin Cook. Those are my 4 biggest concerns that I have. Got to stop Justin Jefferson. Got to stop TJ Hockenson. Evan Neal versus Danielle Hunter. You got to feed Saquon Barkley and the Vikings running game. You got to find a way to slow them down. I think they will. Look, I got the Giants winning 30-27. Golden Toe Graham Gano is going to kick a game-winning field goal in this game to send the Giants to the divisional round. Let me know who you got, though. Type MIN for the Vikings, NYG for the New York Football Giants. Let me know who you got down in the comment section. I better see 1,000 NYGs in the comment section, or I'm going to be a little bit upset. Make sure you guys are also following me over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'll be live tweeting the game on Sunday. I'm always tweeting about the Giants. It's another spot you can find out about the latest news and rumors. I think I tweet out some pretty funny stuff every once in a while. At least that's what some people tell me. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_.